my friends, and welcome to episode 80 of the KISS Army Nation podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Pasquale Veri.
And I am Claudio Spera. Welcome to the show, everyone.
So this is a special edition of our discussion panel. We're going to focus on KISS Kruise XI. And for this episode, we are joined by our guest host, Rolla Brown. Welcome back to the show, Rolla.
Thanks. Good to be here.
We are also joined by a KISS Kruise alumni, Dan Frank.
Nice to have you guys. So before we begin our discussion on KISS Kruise, let's get to know Dan a little. So Dan, how many cruises have you been on?
4, 5, 8, and 10.
4, 5, 8, and 10. Okay. And which one was your favorite and why?
It's a toss up between 5 and 10. 10 because I took my daughter and my son-in-law on it with me. Okay. And 5 because the first show that the band did, they were playing and Paul took his neck choker off and threw it behind his head and hit the guy next to me and landed on my shoulder.
Oh my God.
And I'm the only one who saw it happen, so I didn't have to fight anybody for it.
Oh, that's nice.
But the guy next to me going, "What hit me?" You know, I'm like, nothing.
Too late. Sorry about that. Oh my God.
So it's a toss up between those two things. And now I'll probably be 11 because of the experience Pasquale knows about.
Yeah.
We'll get through it later. So
yeah,
I guess it's we don't have to go into details, but if you're on a KISS cruise, chances are that you're a mega fan. Okay.
Yes.
So Dan, how did you get into KISS?
The first time I saw him on the Paul Lynde special.
Oh, okay. So
it's been a long time, and a close friend of mine getting the Destroyer album for his birthday in like 77, 76.
And then you were hooked for life.
Yes.
From that moment on.
Yep, pretty much.
Wow. So have you attended any of the pre-KISS cruise parties?
I've always wanted to, but something's always gotten in the way.
Okay.
Well, we were planning on it before 10 and it got canceled because of, so we've always wanted to, but my wife's work schedule, my schedule, something's always gotten in the way.
And what do you think about those events, organized by fans, for fans? So what do you think?
From what I've seen, that's why I've always been wanting to go, especially prior to 4, I met Jay and he told me all about it and all that stuff. So
cool.
And we've had his daughter, Becca. Prior to number 8, we did the Jericho cruise, and she was our roommate on the Jericho cruise, and we were her roommate on KISS Kruise XI. Mm-hmm. So I've made a lot of friends because of the cruises.
That's right. That's what it's all about. Eh? That's what it's all about, making friends.
Mm-hmm.
Rolla, it's been so long. Nice to see you. How are you?
Thank you. Good. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
I'm good. We're really good. Thank you. Okay. I want to take the opportunity to catch up a little. Okay. What's been happening in your KISS world since last?
In my KISS world, no, I haven't been to any concerts. Of course, they haven't been close to me anytime.
Not even Ace?
Yeah, no. Well, we saw him in, what month was that? We went up to Delaware.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember seeing pictures.
And he was really good. That's probably the only thing, but I think I've talked to you guys since that happened. Maybe April, maybe. But I've been working on some KISS artwork. That's really the only thing that's been going on lately.
Okay.
So I'll show you something. I've been doing some art for us, and this is one of 4. This one's almost done. You can see it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
That one's, I've got to touch it up and then varnish it really good. But the other 4 aren't ready yet.
So you're making one for each member? That's what you're doing? Okay, nice. Beautiful.
Yes. So, and they're going to be the panel is actually 12 by 12, and then they're going to be displayed this way instead of regular square. They're going to be diamond display.
Okay, love it.
Anyway,
really nice. Congrats. Awesome.
That's really it. Haven't seen anybody else. but Ace in April. So
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you were kind of getting all the forces and strength for what's coming up, eh? So I guess
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yes, exactly. So I'm excited about the cruise. Even though we were saying earlier before we came on air that it was actually kind of just popped upon us and we're like, oh my God, is it really 2 weeks? Because it doesn't, I mean, it just seemed like yesterday it was summertime.
True,
Now, it's almost time. It's almost Halloween. So.
Yeah, feel the same. Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know. I'm getting nervous as we're getting closer to the cruise because there's so much to know, to remember, to do, and when we get there, it's just going to be like stimulus overload, And
Right.
Oh man, and we haven't done this in a very long time. Like, at least I haven't, And even with COVID, 3 years of, I want to prove again that I'm a rock star, and this cruise is going to prove it. Am I a rock star or am I an old man? Well,
Well,
to be determined.
I always stress out before I travel anyway. And it's like you said, it's like, okay, I got to remember this. I got to remember this. I got to remember this. And it's like when once I put my suitcase in the car, I'm like, oh, I need to add this to it. And I keep adding stuff to it. And I'm like, oh my God, it's way too much.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, we're always going to end up packing too much for sure. Over preparing.
I always bring way too many t-shirts. I never wear half of what I bring.
Yeah, exactly. So we have a lot to talk about because, we're all anticipating the KISS Cruise that's coming up, like we said, really, really soon. And, before we begin our discussion, I would like our listeners to hear some of the comments we got from the KISS Navy and what they're looking forward to most on KISS Cruise. So we got Matt John Wilson, who's looking forward to seeing his KISS Cruise family. Alexander Van Cleef, seeing many excellent bands, as well as the hottest band in the world. If I destroy your names, guys, I'm sorry. Stacy Pouplon, not having to be up at 4 a.m. for 2 weeks. That's
my wife.
Oh, yeah. Peter Space Ace, hugging my KISS Cruise family one last time, seeing my favorite band, KISS, and of course, Bruce Kulick and his band. William George Roush Jr., hanging with my parents on KISS Cruise.
Look at that.
That'll be something.
Wow.
John Hawkins, one word, shots.
Enough
said. Johnny Grosinger, I know I destroyed that name, but it's his first KISS Cruise. Just excited to see what it's all about and to see the band in a small venue. I would love to hang around Johnny because to experience a KISS Cruise through a newbie's eyes, a first timer. Oh my God. I don't think Johnny is ready for what's going to happen.
No, I don't think so
cruise.
Either.
You are never ready for that.
True. So true. Love it. I love the feedback from the people. It's, there's so many things that can happen. And for each one of us, I'm sure that we're going to go through, in such a different way, but it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And to say the least, at the time of this recording, there is approximately 17 days before KISS Cruise 11, and only 6 days by the time this episode is going to be released. So I think it's safe to say that we're all anxious to get on the ship. So let's discuss KISS Cruise 11 in detail. So what are your thoughts on the inclusion of a second week? And do you think it will affect the KISS Cruise experience for people going to either one or both cruises? Dan, we know you're going to both, okay?
Yes.
So we're curious to know your thoughts. So what do you think?
Well, I wasn't planning on going on both. It just kind of snuck up when they offered when Six Man made some of the offers. I think from doing back-to-back cruises in the past, it is a long time on the boat for people that were doing two. I really don't think the first week was really necessary, but when looking at the trouble they're having selling it, but the people who are getting to go on that cruise will get a great show and a great time. And, I would worry about the band having a little burnout from being on the boat that long. Because I was kind of, when I got off of KISS Cruise 8 after doing the cruise before it. So that's
a little bit too much.
I can say about that. Yeah, maybe be a little bit too much.
Okay.
Okay.
Rolla, what are your thoughts?
Well, I was happy that they did another cruise because, there's so many people that have been on the waiting list for so long to go on a cruise, on the KISS Cruise, and they haven't been able to. And then once they were able to, the cost was so exorbitant because most of all the, reasonable rooms were sold out. So I'm kind of happy that they did do another one for that very reason, so that other people could get a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I will agree with that.
And it's, I didn't think about, what Dan just said about maybe being burnt out. I've been on a cruise before, like a 10-day cruise, and I was ready to get off the ship when it was over.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just a regular cruise. It wasn't a music cruise. So that's the only, he's right about that. They may not be as fresh, but then again, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they tour around the world and they always sound, I've seen them back to back one night after the next, and they sounded great, just as great the first night as they did the second night.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing was maybe the merch. I was like, well, is the merch going to be gone? I'm just kind of wondering about that. I know we could pre-order stuff, but I always like to go to the merch store on the ship because they always put a little extra. They always put stuff out there that you don't know about ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
So that was the other thing that I thought about that might suffer, but that, other than that,
Well, they are really good at planning, have this much on the boat for this cruise, and bring this much on the boat for the next cruise. So
Right.
they'll probably
Right.
have that planned.
well, hopefully they do.
Yeah, there's a lot of question marks because, KISS, they have never done such a thing as, back to back. But
Right.
I think it's going to be even, a surprise for them, and I think they will go with the flow. Basque, what do you think?
We talked about this in a previous episode, and I remember a lot of people complaining that they added a second cruise. And I didn't understand that complaining because I thought this is a great idea for the fans that don't have an opportunity or didn't have an opportunity to go on the first cruise. And after last year, being basically a half a boat because all the Europeans couldn't get on, I wasn't surprised that this cruise sold out so quickly. And the number of people that must have been disappointed that they couldn't get on, I think it was so fantastic for them that they have an opportunity to be on the KISS Cruise. And people were shouting cash grab and what? Yeah, of course it's a cash grab. It's a business. It's about making money. Absolutely. But looking back, like right now, and them having so much trouble with the sales, I'm thinking, okay, now was it such a good idea, not financially, business wise, for them to do a second cruise? Because reduce prices, get to see both KISS shows, the Cannonball. I mean, people were paying the regular price at the beginning, and now you can pay what, $500 a person to be on the ship. It's like, hey, wait a minute, I paid full price. You're paying $500.
That's just to be on the ship.
That's just to be on the ship. And Dan, you mentioned that doesn't include KISS tickets,
Right.
but can you do Cannonball and buy KISS tickets on the ship or later on?
No,
You can't at all, right?
unless you pay full price. For the room.
Okay. See, that wouldn't be worth it for me. No way.
So maybe if they're hoping maybe they can fill up the ship with maybe non-KISS fans, maybe, so they can fill the ship up at least
Right.
That's right.
to offset the cost of the other cruise, I guess.
Right. Because there's so many other bands to see. It's gonna be a rock show anyway, no matter how you look at it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also never thought about what Dan said about the burnout aspect of it.
Yeah.
Right? Will they
Me
come
either.
into the second cruise with the same energy they had on the first cruise? And Raul, I agree with you that they've done show after show with the same energy because the
Right.
shows are so regimented. It's scripted.
Right.
They follow the
Right.
script, no problem. I'm not worried about the show. I'm worried about how they're going to interact with fans at the meet and greet. Are they going to be tired? It's like, okay, let's go. Let's get on with this. I hope that isn't the case. I hope they give the fans 100% no matter
Or like
what.
their activities on the boat.
Or their activities, exactly.
Yeah, true.
That would be a concern. But I just want to say one final thing. I've been thinking about this KISS cruise a lot. I've been anticipating this cruise a lot. And I got to tell you, if you ask me what I'm looking forward to, it's not KISS. I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to celebrating KISS with the KISS Navy. You know, seeing you guys and just celebrating together. That for me, it's going to be such a high. You know, Claude and I have been talking about, you know, doing this together. It's gonna be incredible. You know, and there's going to be a lot of great bands playing on KISS Cruise 2 as well. It'll be fun to see them. And you know, and whatever happens with KISS, it's still going to be an amazing experience because we're going to be sharing it all together, you know?
Well, you guys, you basically touched on every possible aspect of these back-to-back, you know, cruises there. I think by nature, I'm happy that, you know, they did it, because it gives the chance for people that actually couldn't make it to week 2 to go on a cruise, okay? And if it's anything that it's KISS related, I think it's fun. I think it's gonna be even more fun to have a back-to-back. I didn't think about, you know, what could go wrong or my concerns. The only thing that I remember reading somewhere on Facebook is that normally, you know, Paul is well known to be sick after, you know, the cruise. So I hope that that's not going to be the case, you know, for people going on week 2, which is our case. But anyways, I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm with you, Pasc. So to me, you know, I don't know how many times we're going to say this in this episode, but to me, it's all about meeting, you know, fans, being with friends. You know, the expectations to see the band and the usual stuff. Yeah, okay, it's fun, you know, for sure. We want to see KISS and everything, but to me, it's more fun to be with the friends, you know. So whatever, if it happens on week 1 or 2, I think it's gonna be that's the whole purpose of the cruise to me.
I think a lot of what long-time cruisers refer to as cruise crud is getting out and breathing that ocean air for the week, and then getting home and breathing your local air, and then you get sick because of it. Which might be the case with Paul going back to California and breathing that smog.
Right. Yeah. It could also be the case with cruisers who go on both cruises.
Yeah.
Who knows how you're going to feel when you get on the second one?
That's true.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Who knows? I mean, you know, we'll see when
it's
when
a
we
bet.
get there.
That's
right.
right.
Exactly.
You can ask me.
They'll have to pace themselves with the drinking and.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing, right? Also, the people going on the first cruise, the cruisers, are they going to have the same energy on the second cruise, like seeing everything all over again? Yeah. And will KISS have the same energy doing those same activities again a second time? So many questions. Yeah. But you know what's different about both cruises are the bands. So how would you rate the bands on the first KISS cruise on the first week compared to the second week? We'll start with Rolla this time.
Honestly, I think they're about even. I think they're about a little bit, pretty much on the even score. I mean, Lita's been on the cruises before. Bruce has been on many of the cruises before, and he is amazing. And I'm so happy he's going to be on our cruise too. Let's see, Warrant. We've seen that they've been on one of the cruises before too, haven't they?
Who?
Warrant.
I'm not sure.
I think
they're on 2 or 3.
You know what? Maybe they weren't. I don't know why I was thinking they were. But we've got some good names on our side too. I mean, we've got Vixen, who I can't wait to see. Yeah. Bruce is always, and then Striper. That's another good one. So you know, I think they're kind of pretty much even now. But that's just my taste. You know, other people may not like any of those bands.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Zach kind of being able to mill around freely on the boat, something you wouldn't see, you know, Zach Wild.
Right. And Dan, you're going on both cruises. So which bands are you looking forward to seeing?
Black Label Society, I've seen a couple times, but I want to see them again. I saw Striper on a cruise 3 years ago. I want to see them again. They're excellent. I guess I'm not looking as forward to the Cruise 1 bands as I am to the Cruise 2 bands.
There you go.
You know, because while Dockin is on there, I've seen Don sing so badly lately. It's kind of a depressing. So I'm looking to sing George Lynch play, true guitar god, I guess.
Yeah. And Claudio, how about you?
I think there's great bands on week one, but I think the lineup for week two is a killer. I think I like it better. Of course, it would be great to be on the boat for both weeks, but if you give me the choice, I would go with week two. The only one that I actually would love to see from week one is Lita. I would love Lita to be on week two, but look, to me, I'm really happy with the bands that we're going to see on week two. Definitely, really happy.
Yeah.
Especially since what they did with Lita and Sebastian, what they did last year, they're repeating this year and having Lita and Sebastian do that show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
What ended up being a happy accident is something they want to try to reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
But having different bands on both ships without Bruce on one of them would have been a disaster. Thank goodness Bruce is doing both. So for that, I am grateful. But I agree with you guys, or Claudio, that I prefer week two over week one. Yeah. Week one, I would like to have seen like Dawkins and Warrant, LA Guns, Bruce Kulick, of course, and the only other band I can see here would be Heart by Heart. I would like to see them. Week two, though, I'm looking forward to Black Label Society. I've seen Buck Cherry before. Wouldn't mind seeing them again. Yeah. Of course, Bruce Kulick, Sebastian Bach. That'll be amazing. Striper, Vixen, and Black Savage. Just that name, I want to go. Just that name, I want to go. And Sisters Doll. I seen them in New York with Peter Criss's final show. Oh man, those guys are awesome, and they're so grateful. If I follow them online to be on this ship, they are going to bring an energy to this cruise. I just can't wait to see that. So that's going to be, I think, week two definitely is going to be exceptional for sure.
I think the one I'm looking forward to on cruise one might be Green Jelly.
I never heard of Green Jelly.
They did a 80s song, metal version of Three Little Pigs.
Okay.
It's on YouTube. Look it up.
Okay.
Cool. That's another thing, right? I haven't looked into the band from the first cruise because I'm not going to see them, but I've researched the band to the second. Mm-hmm. So because of that, I'm anticipating it more.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, let's talk about the cruise theme nights, which is another highlight. So how do you feel about this year's themes, and how are you going to prepare for them? Dan, we're going to start with you.
I've really just did whatever I wanted on theme nights. I didn't dress too many themes. This year I am planning on something for like a Halloween costume, but I bring like 10 KISS shirts and just rotate them throughout the day, bring like 2 or 3 for every day, has been my MO for every cruise.
Okay.
Because I have over 100 shirts.
Wow. Are you looking forward to any special night, on
like both, I said, the Halloween thing, because I've been planning for that.
Okay.
Which will probably be the last night. I'm betting will be the last night of the first cruise and the first night of the second one,
Right.
Because Halloween will be that, right in that time frame.
There you go. Rolla, what about you?
We've done 70s before, so I'm good with that. And Animalize, that's a new one, and I'm excited about that one. I think Pat said he was going to work something out with that too. So I've got a really nice mint satin jacket from the Animalize era that I'm going to wear with some animal print pants, and so that should be cool. And Halloween, I think I'm going to pull one of the old costumes out of the vault. I'm not sure which one yet, so I'm not going to give any tales. It's bringing all that stuff. It's a lot to pack.
It's a lot.
So, that's 3 nights. I don't even know what the other night is. I think it's something sail away, something.
Ship sail away?
Dress to kill. I'm passing with that. So
okay.
I'll just wear a KISS t-shirt that night, and I'll be happy.
There you go. There you go. Pasc, what about you? This is a good question for you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Right now, I'm focusing on the theme nights. I'm starting to pack already. So I'm buying costumes. I'm accessorizing. I haven't finished yet. The big one for me is Animalize. And yeah. I went first of all, I got to tell you, I've gained some weight. Okay, I've gained some weight, and fitting into an Animalize type outfit with a gut, it just will not work. So I went on a fast. So I do intermittent fasting where I don't eat for like 15, 16 hours. I eat protein bars throughout the day, and I eat one meal: chicken, turkey, fish, no carbs. I lost like 8 pounds in the past week or 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
You know,
that's great.
You know, right now it's melting away because I'm just off carbs and my body is just like, okay, I'm done. I'm losing this weight, you know. But I went to Plattsburgh. I went shopping at a women's store, and I found leopard skin tights. Yeah. You and me, we're gonna look hot, bro. We're gonna look hot. I got a leopard skin shirt with a leopard skin shawl that goes over it, and there's like white in between, but there's a lot of brown. So I need to cut that. So I bought a wide white belt to cut the brown, and then I'm going to be wearing Paul Spuma shoes. So it's all gonna work. I put some thought into this.
Wow, yeah, we can see.
I'm gonna have my shirt open, have a couple of KISS chains, you know. So that's for the Animalize. For the 70s, I threw a 70s Kissmas party a few years ago, and I'm going to be using the same costume, but I also have platform shoes that I'm going to bring on the ship as well.
Yeah.
Halloween, I'm not sure yet, because for Dress to Kill, I had a suit that was that was done in all KISS. I'm not sure that fits me anymore. So okay. I bought this clown outfit where half is red, half is white, and I'm looking at putting KISS makeup where half my face is red, the other half is white to match with the costume.
Don't spoil it, man. Don't spoil it.
Well, I'm looking at it, you know. So I'm looking for that for Dress to Kill. Ships Ahoy, I got a sailor's outfit. I'm going to put the cruise logo on the back. And Halloween, I just don't know yet. But yeah, I'm really excited about the themes. That's a great way to bring everybody together. It's like, oh my God, you look good, you know. It's gonna be so much fun. And the next stage now in my packing is, you know, which t-shirts to bring, but everything is KISS. Absolutely everything is going to be KISS. All right, Claudia, how about you?
So how do you want me to respond to this question after you, man? So anything that I say, it's nothing. It's nothing.
But you aren't dressing up, right?
Yeah, of course. You know, for the first night, you know, maybe I'm gonna put something like a captain stuff for the nautical night, and then Dress to Kill, maybe some kind of a rock star thing. Nothing to do with the Dress to Kill from KISS, but you know, something related. Halloween, I think we have a plan.
Are we going with that plan?
Well, we should consider that, you know,
okay.
Going with the pirates stuff. So that would be nice, you know.
Pirates of the KISS Army Nation.
That's right, Pirates
like
of the KISS Army Nation. Yeah, Animalize, I don't know. After what you guys are saying about animal prints and stuff, man, I'm done. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Claudio, listen. Don't take this the wrong way, but man, you would rock the tights. You
think so?
Wrong with animal prints. I'm even wearing animal prints on 70s night. So
nice.
Well, I'll take your word. So I'll think about it.
Come on, Claudia.
Yeah, I'll do it. No, of course. It's something I'm going to do something for sure. And then 70s night, 70s gear. I have some from the previous cruise that I've been to. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, it's true. So then you're walking on the boat and say, "Oh, hey, look at you! You look nice. That's gonna be awesome."
That's the best part, and that's what I love about KISS Cruise, right? It's like you know, Dan will be wearing different shirts like throughout the days. It's like 5 days of Halloween dress up. It's one big fantasy. One big fantasy. You know, it's gonna be. That's why I love that. It's gonna be such a high. Now. Next question. Of course, the KISS Cruise will sail from LA. And this year, there's going to be 2 ports of call again, Cabo San Lucas and Ensenada. So first, what are you planning on exploring in LA before the cruise, if you're going to explore LA at all? And second, what do you plan on doing in Cabo and Ensenada? Rolla?
Well, I'm not going to explore LA. I would like to, since I've never been, but I am doing something a little risky. I'm flying out the day of the cruise. So, yeah, at a 0 dark 30 flight, and I get to LA at 9 a.m. So, I think it's going to be fine. As far as the excursions, I would love to ride camels on the beach, but Ravonda wants to go to the resort excursion in Cabo, and I think that's what we're going to do, because laying on the beach all day kind of sounds nice. And I'm not sure what to do in Ensenada yet. I'm just kind of going to play that one by ear. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
So it seems like there's a lot of beautiful things to see, and I definitely want to kind of walk around Cabo a little bit. Hopefully we'll have time to do that. I'm not sure how long we'll stay in each port.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
Dan, how about you?
Well, I've been to Cabo before, so I probably won't even bother.
okay.
I've been to Sammy Hagar's restaurant in Cabo and been around the port. You get a lot of people coming up to you, want to buy this, you want to go on a fishing excursion. You find yourself saying no mas a lot.
Right.
Walking around Cabo.
Okay.
And we were staying in a nice hotel there, which is probably where one of the excursions is going to. It is a nice beach area. There is some things in Cabo that you can only see there, and it kind of depressed me. My wife did a dog walk. There's a guy that owns a dog kennel in Cabo, and basically at 8:30 in the morning every day, he takes people with his dogs up to the top of the hill, up to the top of this mountain, where you can see the entire area from the top of the mountain. It is so picturesque and and the dogs are going up there with you, and they're so happy when you make it to the top of the mountain and all that stuff. And it's really kind of a neat experience, but we'll be getting there after like 11 o'clock. So he'll have already gone and done it. So there won't be that experience for anybody who would want to be able to do something like that. As far as Ensenada goes, I want to get off the boat and just look around it. I'll have two chances to do both. So, and as far as LA, I think when we're getting in the day before, I just want to go to the Walk of
Fame,
Hollywood Walk of Fame, and see Kiss the Star. It's about 2 blocks away from the Chinese Theater. And I'll have time to do that, but I think that's about it. We're staying in a B&B near the port. So
okay. Dan and Rolla, maybe you guys know, but to see Cabo and Ensenada, do we have to book an excursion, or can we just leave the ship and do something? Like, for example, is there a beach close by that we could just go to, or is that part of an excursion package?
The resort beach thing was an excursion. I don't know what's around the port now. I think is Sammy Hagar's restaurant close by. I'm not sure.
It's near the more populated area.
Okay.
Around the other side of the port.
Okay.
So, if you look at the port maps that people have been showing, there is where the channel boats will land. If you walk straight out from there and across the street, there is a big hotel resort, and like the beach is on the other side of that.
Okay.
So, and there is a special beach that you can like hire a boat to take you to, which is also like by itself, Well, so there are lots of beaches around it.
I was hoping when we got back that maybe we could walk around if there's any little area to walk around before we got back on the ship. I don't know.
Like I said, I think that's a really long dock that goes out to the tender boat, because it will be a tender boat like when they're doing like their private islands. The boat, there isn't really a place for the ship to land. The ship is going to be out on the ocean, and you're going to have to get on a tender boat to go to the shore.
Okay.
Similar to like the Norwegian private island.
Okay.
Right. Claudio, have you done any research on the on the
No, I
ports of
haven't.
call? And
No, I haven't. This is in my to-do list still. I want to find out what to do. When we go there, well, I can't wait, to be part of a Cruise Fest. So we're gonna arrive in LA on the 27th, and then we're gonna spend 2 great days, 27th and 28th, with our friends. Joe, Patrice, of course, you, Pasc, and a bunch of Andrew, Jessica. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So I can't wait. Really looking forward to it. Then I don't think we're going to have time to walk around LA or go to the Walk of Fame or Sunset Boulevard. Then when we go to Cabo and Ensenada, well, my plan was I still need to do some research, but if we can walk to the beach and just chill and have a drink or two, maybe have a good meal in one of the resorts, facing the beach, that would be awesome. And then in Ensenada, I don't know much. Some people, they were saying that it's a bit dangerous. So I think I'm going to take it easy in Ensenada. I pretty much prefer to explore Cabo than Ensenada, but we'll see. No big plans. I'm not planning on going on a contract with any of the excursions. I don't know. I think it's I don't. Maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. I have to do my research. You, Pasc?
yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to like you with the Cruise Fest, and our plane lands on the 27th in LA at 11 o'clock. We're going to the hotel, putting our stuff in the room, and we're at work, registration, and then the comedy nights, and then after comedy night, the bar till 3 o'clock in the morning. Then we wake up at 8 to do registration, to go to the Yost till midnight, back to the hotel, drinking till 3 o'clock in the morning, then the cruise the next day. And some people are going for the 26th, and on that day they're going to be exploring LA. Man, I wish I thought ahead and did that. That would have been awesome. Yeah. But I've been to LA before, so I really want to focus everything on helping out Joe and Patrice with the Cruise Fest. I'm really looking forward to that. I am all theirs for those 2 days. Whatever they want, they've got. Regarding the excursions. I don't think, like you, Claudia, I don't think I'm gonna pay for any excursions. Once we go out, we'll see what's out there, and we'll see what we can do. But I will do some research before. Yeah. And again, I don't know. I think I wouldn't mind just laying on the beach, having a drink or two, just relaxing a little bit, because Cruise Fest is going to be hectic. The cruise is going to be hectic, and we have a little bit of time to just chill out. Yeah. And I was talking to Joe. We were talking to Joe, and he was saying that Ensenada is like the 3rd worst tourist attraction in the world or something, so I'm a little hesitant about going out alone or even just in pairs. If we go somewhere in a big group, I'm good with that, no problem. But alone, or no, I'm probably not going to venture off, and definitely not doing any of the excursions with the locals. Like, we'll take you here. No, thank you. What'd you say, Dan? No masks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no
way. You say it in either place, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm not sure, but Claudia, I like your idea. Let's find some place to relax on a beach or something. We'll go for supper,
Absolutely.
And maybe even like for the Ensenada, I might even stay on the ship and just do the pool, because the pool's always packed. I've never been to the pool ever on these cruises. So there's never time. So I might do that. We'll see. I got to do my research. It's part of my long list of to-dos. So I don't know.
And that was something that did happen on number 10. I didn't get off the boat, and I was in the pool just goofing around, and Tommy Thayer walked across the deck.
There you go. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And nobody was bugging him.
Yeah. So I'm thinking more and more I might do that. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll go with the flow, I guess. So I think we're going to have so much to do on the boat that maybe it's time to relax. We'll see. We're one of the, I guess you guys are going to agree with me, one of the highlights on the KISS cruise is Unwinding, with the KISS Navy at the end of the night. So what have you done on previous cruises with other fans, and what do you plan on doing this year? Dan?
I'm so old. It seems like going through all the shows and all the stuff. And when the last band I want to see, I'm in bed,
You're in bed.
resting up for the next day.
Okay. Okay. Have you done anything
I'm old
special?
enough that I get tired easy.
Okay. You haven't done the karaoke stuff in the past, or
I've done it on other cruises, but not on a KISS cruise.
okay.
It was cool watching some of the wrestlers do karaoke on the Jericho cruise, because they're all showmen, you know.
Okay.
Watching guys like John Moxley singing "Sweet Child of Mine" at 1:00 in the morning, all drunk as hell, you know. But other than that, no, not really. Like I said, I'm old enough that I hit the bed and I'm out.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Rolla, what about you?
I think probably the highlight is just catching up with everybody. You know, even, you know, you're watching the bands together, and after the show, you maybe go have a drink at one of the little, I like that little English pub place. I don't know if you guys have, is it O'Shane's or Shenanigans or something like that? It's
Right above the atrium.
Yes.
That's
that
O'Shea's.
place, yeah, they have they have like a little finger food, bar food type food, and they have really good fish and chips, and they have an amazing frozen drink called the Mango Freeze, and it's so good.
Okay.
And you know, just catching up with everybody and just relaxing, and you know, we're all around taking photos and stuff. I mean, and having dinner together. It's just nice to do that. No.
True. Basque.
You know, just like at Cruise Fest, you know, those 2 days are going to be hectic with the comedy nights and the concerts. What I'm looking forward to there is going to be like going to the bar at the hotel and talking with fans till 3:00 in the morning. Yeah. Same thing with the KISS Cruise. I do it every time I go on the cruise. I've been to 1, 4, and 5, the casino, right? Everything pretty much ends up at 12 o'clock, the shows, roughly, right? But then it's off to the casino. It's open all night long. There's always fans hanging around, you know. It's a great opportunity to just chat and rekindle relationships with the KISS Navy there. Exactly. It's fun. And I'm looking forward to spending intimate time with the fans, you know, having supper, lunch, breakfast together. Jay Jadgowski and I have a tradition of having supper together in the last couple of cruises. Okay. We're going to continue that tradition. You know, before airing, Rolla mentioned that every time she's on the show, we put her on the spot. So I'm telling our listeners right now, I am going to buy a drink to Rolla for every time we've tortured her on the ship. So it's going to be a lot of. That's
going to be a lot of drinks.
A lot of drinks. But yeah. You know, Rolla, I'm looking forward to seeing you in person again. I remember meeting you a few years ago, and it was like hi, how's it going? Oh yeah, I know you. Never talk to you again. You know, this time we've been on the show. We have a relationship. You know, I can't. And I'm going to give you such a big hug.
You need to have dinner one night. You and Claudio, we need to have dinner.
Yes,
of course. I love it. I would love it.
I brought some KISS Army Nation podcast T-shirts for you and Alf, and I want to wear the T-shirt when I'll go to a restaurant together. You know,
that's
we're
right.
All gonna be twinsies. Okay. You know,
you got it.
But yeah.
Bond come with us. We'll have a blast.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be incredible. And that's what I'm looking forward to most. You know, I might do the karaoke. We'll see. I remember did that with Ron one year. We did Take It Off, and we closed the show. And you know, I don't think we're gonna be able to top that one. So I might just leave that where it is. You know,
I don't do karaoke. My singing voice is not the best.
Oh, neither is mine. That's the fun part. You know.
No, it's not. You know, no.
Well, I could give you some advice on advertising for this podcast. Two friends of mine run a wrestling podcast, and when they go to events, they hand out little refrigerator magnets with their podcast on it.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. I was thinking of making cards or even guitar picks and stuff. I haven't had the time, you know. Oh. But yeah, for sure. That was
that's a good idea.
Yeah, that went through my mind as well. And one final comment, you know, Dan, you say that you go to bed early. Listen, I plan on getting 3, maybe 4 hours sleep a night. That's it. And I'll tell you right now, Claudio and everybody else in the room is going to have less.
I know.
Because I
that's why
snore
I
like-
don't think I'm going to sleep.
You're not gonna sleep, and
No,
by the end of the
I
cruise,
know.
you're gonna hate my guts. I'm sorry, but
I know.
I'm warning you in advance. And I have tried everything. I bought the nasal thing. I bought this stupid backpack where it makes you sleep on the side and you don't roll on your back. But then I roll on my stomach and I snore there too. It's like I give up. I give up. So guys, and we're in a room 250 square feet,
Yeah,
and we're all
that's
gonna be literally on
interesting.
top
Not
of each
gonna
other.
avoid it.
Man.
Yeah.
No, I was
That's
like,
going to
"Whoa."
be interesting.
Yeah,
You're not
so
gonna
get to
avoid
sleep
it.
before I get there, because if you sleep together,
Yeah.
it's done.
We're going to kick you out, man. if
Just
we
put
put
the
you to
yeah,
headphones
sleep.
in.
That won't work. Kiss has nothing on my snoring. And it's like,
They're gonna.
I
They're
could
gonna.
tell you stories of my snoring.
They're gonna banish you. They're gonna banish you to the deck of the ship so they can
That's
sleep.
right, exactly. Who's
Yeah,
that guy? Oh, that's Pasquale.
I'll
They're
sleep,
gonna
I'll sleep
send
on the
you-
deck.
They're gonna send you to a sun lounger with a blanket and a pillow and say, "Stay there."
Hey, listen, the number of times I've gone to a hotel and I hear knock, knock, knock on the wall.
Oh boy,
Oh boy, okay.
that loud, man. Oh,
Okay, you'll see. You'll
Oh
see.
wow!
there you
The
go.
old wow is
Okay.
right. Yeah. I apologize in advance.
Rolla, we have to talk. Maybe I'm gonna go and visit. My goodness. Yeah. Oh boy.
We got a balcony suite that has the couch.
Oh, is that an invitation? Are you sure?
Oh boy.
Claudia, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I will definitely do a one night karaoke because it's so much fun to me. It's seeing all the drunk KISS fans and friends. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
But same as you guys, so time to chill and have a drink and have a good talk and catch up with all of the fans that we've had on the show past that we in my case I never had the chance to meet. It's gonna be amazing and so basically that having a drink or two and chill out, relax, hang out. Yeah, nothing too crazy. And now that you're telling me about the snoring, so then I have to plan something else maybe because
Yeah. Listen, I plan on being in the room pretty late, so you guys get a couple of hours sleep before I arrive. And
me
once
too.
I arrive, realize like your night is done. Just
No, I'm not a big sleeper. I don't sleep much when I go on vacation, so I'm gonna be having fun all the time.
yeah, exactly. It'll be a blast. All right. So, like we mentioned in the introduction, at the time of this recording, there are 17 days left for the KISS Cruise. So before we wrap up the show, any final thoughts on the KISS Cruise? Actually, Dan, I want to start with you. Are you doing any meet and greets? Because you mentioned that before we
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, yes, I do know you are.
I purchased a Paul Stanley stage played guitar from the last show they'll do
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
on the cruise, and with the purchase you can have up to 3 guests. That's me and my wife, and I had 2 spaces open, so I said, Pasquale, please bring something you want Paul to sign.
Wow.
come with me.
Look at this.
Whoa, man.
Oh
And
my
then-
goodness.
And then last week, a gentleman went on Facebook and said, I need Paul to sign something for me. Can I offer, I'm going to a Peter Criss meet and greet next week. Can I offer somebody a signed Peter Criss item if they'll get this signed for me? So Rob Keller is going to be my number 4.
Oh, nice. No,
Wow.
Rob. Nice.
And
That's so awesome.
he has a pinball machine piece that he has signed by Gene, Ace, and Peter. So he wants Paul to sign that pinball machine piece. Pasquale are my 3 and 4, and
This is amazing, man.
I
Look
am
at
going
this.
to try and get something with that choker I mentioned earlier
Oh, yeah.
signed. And
Awesome.
I have plans for that, as well as a signed guitar. And the other thing I'm going to get signed is a picture of me and Paul taken in Toronto on the Monster Tour.
All right. Okay.
It was a pure chance meeting, and I wouldn't have been there if I wouldn't have met my wife.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because I met her, and she's like, I'm going to a jam band festival. You want to come with me? We'll stop and have dinner in Toronto. And we had dinner in Toronto, and there's Paul and his wife.
Oh,
They were playing Toronto the next day. You know, and Paul
Okay.
took his time out and saw me with the KISS shirt and said to security, "It's one guy. I'll talk to him. You don't have to drive. You don't have to shoo him away." And he talked to me about the show and took a picture with me. And
Wow.
my wife ran to a place to get it developed right away so we didn't lose the shot.
Well, lovely.
So
Oh,
yeah, it was,
man.
you know, and I would have never have been there if, and basically that was the catalyst for why we decided to do KISS Kruise 4. And it'll go nicely with the Gene Simmons bass that I got in May.
Mm-hmm.
I did a meet and greet with him in Milwaukee
Okay.
and got his bass. I didn't do stage play that time, but I did get a bass of his, so be a nice bookends.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
bass and his PS10. So
Oh, that's incredible.
Lovely.
That's incredible.
Yeah. the looks I got walking out of that stadium in Milwaukee, toting that guitar behind me, and having to stop every 10 feet to clear the confetti out of the wheels.
Nice. Rolla, what about you? Any closing comments about KISS Kruise?
I'm just excited to be able to go this year. I mean, it's gonna be great to see everybody again, especially the people we didn't get to see last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and plus it's going to different ports that we've never been to, so that's a little exciting. It's just seeing everybody again.
Yeah.
I think and the experience.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It's just that's what brings us back every year, I think.
Mm-hmm. Claudia would vouch for me when I say that I didn't intend on going on this cruise, not because I wouldn't be able to get permission or I didn't want to go, but because I knew that the international fans would get first priority and there would be no chance in hell that by the time my booking times arrives that I would get a spot on the ship. I thought, you know what, it's not going to happen. So I gotta say to our listeners out there, I know Alf, you're listening to this or watching this. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be on this ship, because Alf, without you, this wouldn't be possible. You seriously made my year and given us another once in a lifetime experience. And it's because of you, Alf. So thank you so much. And Dan, you're the epitome of KISS fans out there. You know, when you invited me to the meet and greet, I was shocked. I was floored. And I remember telling you, Dan, I barely know you. You barely know me. Why did you invite me? There's so many other people you could have invited. And you said, because I know you're a mega KISS fan and you would appreciate it. And you're giving me something to sign as well. I mean, the generosity is like, thank you so much for giving me that opportunity.
Well, you're the reason why I'm here right now with you, because you offered me this as kind of a payback, which was cool as hell to me.
It's a little thank you. It's a little thank you. And I want our listeners to meet you, to know that I want our listeners to see the face behind the name of an incredible, generous KISS fan. And there are so many out there, and Dan, you are one of them. Thanks so much. A million thanks.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I told you, it was between you and one or two other people, and you told me one of them wasn't going on the cruise, so it made it,
He was. I lied. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what he told you? What a liar. What a liar.
Well, I will say this. It would have been him anyway, probably, and the other guy too.
There you go.
Right.
Because I was looking for a 3 and a 4.
No,
and when it's like, well, I got 4 open. Who the heck am I going to go give the 4 to? And then Rob contacted me, and that became that.
No, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Super cool. Super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Claudio, closing comments?
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait to meet the KISS family. It's been a while. I've been to KISS Kruise 3 and 4, so it's a long time that I haven't been on the boat with the family. So it's gonna be amazing. Can't wait to see you guys. Rolla, Dan, and all the people that have been on the show. Again, I'm gonna second you two. pass on mentioning Alf, because of him, we have the chance to get a good booking, and be on the ship for week 2. And really excited on Cruise Fest too. All the hard work that Joe and Patrice are doing with the team. A lot of volunteering and making KISS fans happy by KISS fans. So that's really special. And I think I'm gonna, even if they continue doing something on the cruise, I think this is gonna be most likely my last one, and I'm gonna enjoy it to the fullest. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I also want to say, Claudio, that you were right when you said, we're looking forward to meeting a lot of the people that we've interviewed on this show, and we're going to see them face to face again. That's right. That's gonna be something else.
Yeah.
And it still floors me that we ask people to come on the show every week and they say yes. And they always tell us how much of a good time they have here. And we have, people like Rolla who keeps coming back for more and more punishment,
Exactly.
Because she wants more drinks. That's why
she wants more drinks,
More drinks.
and making new special friends and having them on the show, and it's all about the fans. It's all about promoting you guys and showing the world out there that the KISS fans are the most amazing people on the planet. They really are. So Rolla and Dan, thank you so much for being on the show, and I can't believe I'm going to say
Thanks
this.
for the invite.
Can't wait to see you guys in 2 weeks.
I know.
Unbelievable.
So, to the KISS Army, we hope you enjoyed this episode. And due to our upcoming KISS Cruise adventure, we're going to return with a new episode on November 13th with a review of both Cruise Fest and KISS Cruise XI, with possibly a couple special guests. So in the meantime, everyone, remember, never stop rocking. Take care.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe on YouTube or follow us on Spotify, Automatic, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Don't forget to make yourself heard. Leave us a comment on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. See you all soon, KISS Army.